Hey there, this is Dr. Chad Duplantis from Fort Worth, Texas, and I'm here with my good friend Dr. Raj Patel from Flower Mound, Texas, and we would like to just take a minute to introduce the new page that Dr. Patel has so graciously started on Facebook called Free Dental CE Online. We have about 1,000 members right now. We're super excited about that. Dr. Patel was the founder of this page, and he and myself are both moderators of the page. So we just thought it would be good to kind of introduce the page, introduce ourselves, tell you a little bit about us, and so on and so forth. So at first, I'd like to introduce my friend, Dr. Patel. We both met each other through our local study club, the DFW Study Club, which is put together by oral surgeon in Flower Mound, Texas, Dr. John Schillingberg. It is a partner of the Seattle Study Club Network. And additionally, Dr. Patel and we both practice in fairly close proximity to one another. So we're starting to build a referral network. He's a very talented endodontist. And I'm going to let him introduce himself. And then I've got a few questions for him. So Dr. Patel, on to you.
Thank you, Chad, for the kind introduction. I really appreciate you being a moderator on the group. And it takes a lot of responsibility in putting this together and holding the group together. So I really appreciate you being a part of it. And I thank you all for contributing to the group and making it grow. So in terms of the numbers we have, we are soon reaching 1,000 people within a month. It's almost a month since we started this group, and we've already reached 1,000 people. So I thank you, each and everyone who's sharing this group on their pages, and we would hope that you continue to do that so that we can grow in numbers and we can spread the message. So with regards to the group, I'm going to have Chad talk to me, and we can see how many questions he has, and I have a few questions for Chad as well. So,
all right, well, Raj, you know, it's funny because when I reached out to you, I saw that you did this, and your timing was impeccable. I mean, at a time when dentists are really, you know, fighting for every last dollar that they have in their practice. I noticed that you put together this group, Free Dental CE Online. So my first question to you is real simple. And I asked you this last week, and I love the answer you gave me, but why did you start this page?
So, you know, just like Simon Sinek, I think we need to have a why for anything we do in life. And same thing with this group. You know, I had been to London for a trip just before the crisis happened. And then I came back and I realized that we're going to have a whole bunch of extra time where we wouldn't have much to do but to sit at home and stay safe. So why not put that time to good use? And what better way to do that to help each other? And the why was to help each other have certain resources for education. And education resources are all over the place on the internet. You can find it in many, many places. Why not put it in one zone, on one area where people can easily access it and make the best use of their time? So that was my big why, is to have a central zone where people can share and grow together.
You know, it's awesome. You mentioned Simon Sinek, and I am a huge Simon Sinek fan. That's how I start all of my lectures, because I can't agree with you more. You have to have a why. Maybe at the end of this, we'll put a link to that book, and so everybody can read that book, because that's some great downtime reading. But in addition to that, you also mentioned something that's very near and dear to me, that you truly have a servant's heart, and that's really important. And that's, you know, you're trying to serve the dental industry and your colleagues as best you can. So that's huge. But as far as you, I know that you had a lecture last night. I know that you lecture all the time, but what do you speak on?
So, you know, as Chad mentioned, I'm an endodontist. So my job is to get on other people's nerves for a living. It's a pretty sad job. But in addition to that, that's my punchline. In addition to that, I kind of also like to teach, and I have a passion for teaching. I run an endo hands-on course at the office here. In addition to that, we do courses and lectures where we share information. And again, when you have information which you learn throughout the years, what better way to do it than to share it with colleagues? And when you share, you learn more than just kind of learning as a passive learner. So you become an active learner when you share your information or knowledge. So that's that's where I come from, and I truly believe in that.
Awesome. Awesome. So my final question for you is really something that I think is on a lot of people's minds. You know, this page started during the crisis. So where do you see this page going after the crisis is over?
So, that's $1 million question. Where do we see ourselves down the road? In terms of CE, I think we all need CE, whether it be during the crisis or after the crisis. So that is a never-ending process. Like one person said, learning is from womb to tomb. Essentially, it doesn't start. It starts from when you're a little one, and it ends when you really die. So if you stop learning, you stop growing. So in terms of the group itself, I feel like, of course, at this point in time, the group is offering resources for free CE, but we might consider having additional people to contribute in terms of sponsors who might help promote this even more, and either offer discounted CE or still continue to offer free CE. In addition to that, I feel like this group could be open to dental hygienists and dental assistants who could benefit from the group. We have had various resources, like Dr. Brad Revering has a resource for dental assistants and other colleagues to learn different procedures. And we have resources from Coursera, which offers life lessons. So it's not just purely dentistry, but it offers resources for growing physically, mentally, and also offering good dental clinical procedures where we can learn together. So yeah, I see this is not going to end with just the crisis. I feel this is going to continue forever and ever, as long as we all grow and put in our efforts together.
Great. That's what I wanted to hear. So great answer to that question. Thank you very much. And I think you had some questions for me, so I'll turn it over to you.
So, I have a few questions for you, Chad. So, I feel you're a great resource with a wealth of information and wealth of connections. I would like to know what you speak on.
I'm a general restorative dentist. And so when I speak on all things that I believe are pertinent to the restorative dentist. My lecturing really started with digital dentistry. So I talk about digital workflows throughout the practice, diagnostics, restorative, and even implant restorative workflows. But lately I've been speaking more so on digital diagnostics, and also a little bit of practice management about creating a patient-centric practice and engaging the most abundant generation out there, which is the millennials. So I put a lot of time into researching millennials and talk about how to engage millennials in your practice throughout the life cycle of your practice.
I think, and I think that's where another aspect of this group is we have a wealth of resources within the group itself. We have many educators within the group itself, and you being one of them, it definitely adds value to the group. So I feel we can exploit the information within the group itself and make it grow in abundance with using all that information in the right way.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
So what is your vision for the group? What do you see? Where do you see the group going?
I'm like you. I see this group continuing long term. I hopefully see that we can continue to grow this group. As of right now, this group is not an income generating group, which is great. So we're doing this for free for you all, and I want that to be clear. And we're able to offer a lot of avenues for free CE. So I see that continuing long term. But one of the things that I would like to do, because I do have relationships as a key opinion leader and consultant for several dental manufacturers, is during the crisis, I would like to put together some tidbits from these manufacturers who are so beneficial to all of us in education and allow us to put these programs together. So last week I did a little tidbit with Brent Downs from Quality Aspirators, and they've got some really cool stuff coming out on aerosol reduction. And hopefully we'll have some more of that. But just maybe, let some of these manufacturers talk about what they're doing for the benefit of us, and not necessarily manufacturers only, but dental services. Let them talk about what they're doing for us throughout this crisis and beyond.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure these benefits would be passed on to our members as well. And it's not a one-way traffic where they're going to just showcase their information, but at the same time would benefit our membership. So that's a great thing, Chad. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And what kind of content do you think we'll be adding in the future?
You know, I've got this kick right now with the downtime that I want to put together a lot of videos. So on those videos, I'm going to try and showcase some educators that may be on here. So if anybody wants me to do a little video showcasing your educational content, let's do it. I'm happy to. Short tidbits videos. As mentioned before, some services that are provided for the dentist and some manufacturers. I'll try and put together some videos. And, you know, I've got a good lineup for next week. I've got a gentleman who's an educator that I'm going to talk with this weekend, and we're going to put that video out on Monday. And he's going to provide his services for a very, very reduced rate, i.e. free to all of our members of Free Dental CE. So I'll let him introduce that next week, and then you know, that's what my goal is. And then of course I'll always be, you know, trying to add a new free CE on a daily basis as well. So you know, we want to make sure that we have some sort of avenue promoted on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Anything else?
And I mean, I wish the rest of the membership also contributes their resources. This
Absolutely.
is how we benefit each other. People are already doing that. So I really thank each and everyone who's putting in their information and resources online. And with that, I want to wish everybody a safe and a healthy rest of the year. And Chad, if you have any closing words.
You know, that's it. I just want to wish everybody safety and health, and that I hope that they're staying, you know, well and active during this time. And I would also encourage every single one of our members to try and add a few people, and let's get this group to grow, because we will be better in numbers, and we'll get through this crisis together, and then we'll get beyond together as well. So with that, thank you for watching, and keep adding people and keep adding free CE. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chad.
Good.